you are gonna know the largest linear park of the world. Parque Várzeas do Tietê. Anyone who passes by Tietê River, which is overwhelmed by buildings of a big city, never remembers its importance to the development of São Paulo state. Tietê is a different river. It doesn't flow to the sea, but it goes to the countryside, goes up mountains and crosses valleys, with its voluminous water enchanted bandeirantes. And it was this way, sailing Tietê, that the bandeiras entered the territory, pioneered the forest and established a country. Tietê stands for voluminous river or real river in native language, but for Paulistas, Tietê means São Paulo. From the 50s on, with its running changed and with its floodplain occupied, Tietê started to be overwhelmed by the city growth. The tough task of recovering began in the 90s, an effort which has been reducing gradually this then polluting river. Nowadays, Tietê's story has taken a new course. Along the river, it has been building the Parque Várzeas do Tietê, the largest linear park of the world. 75 kilometers of length, 107 square kilometers of green areas, 33 centers for leisure activities, culture, art, and sports. 7 tourist attractions, a place to save, preserve, and improve the environmental conditions of Tietê River from the capital to the source, in order to benefit directly 3 million people. To build the park, it has done modifications in the riverside. The illegal occupancy in protected areas has brought a huge damage to the environment and also has contributed to climate changes. Places with irregular housing are main polluters of the whole environment because where they stay, they destroy the green areas and hence increase CO2 emission in the atmosphere. Tietê Park has come to change this situation. The park's role is to protect the river and preserve its shores. The preservation of permeable areas can control and reduce the impact of flooding, and the population can thank. With the rescue of natural conditions, the changes begin to be perceptible, both from environmental and human points of view. With environmental salvage, the capacity of Tietê of imbibing rainwater before arriving at riverbed increases, and it allows a better control of flooding, mainly in the metropolitan area of São Paulo. Building big natural pools along the floodplain of High Tietê is essential to complement the effect of the works of deepening the trough of Tietê, from the dam of Penha to Edgar de Souza Station, in the town of Santana de Parnaíba. It's going to benefit 20 million people. Restoring the woods, new trees have been already planted, a quantity similar to 208 soccer fields. The project includes planting bushes and seedlings of native species from rainforest. The project of Parque Várzeas do Tietê was developed by the AEE and adds the ecological parks and the headwaters of the river. The project has 33 sports centers, leisure and cultural activities. Every center will have sports courts, soccer fields, BMX tracks, and skateboard ramp, squares and leisure areas, restrooms, art workshop, and telecommunications for seniors. The Center Jacuí was the first to be delivered for the population in March of 2010. Inside the park, people can go to the several centers by car through the lane Via Parque, which connects São Paulo to Salesópolis. A cycling lane along the park is being built. The cycling lane has 15 kilometers so far, but will have 230 when it will be built in order to population enjoy themselves in green areas. After all, Follow Tietê is part of Paulista history. Parque Várzeas do Tietê has been implanted in 3 steps by the state government through the AEE, DAE, and it will have partners such as city halls of São Paulo, Guarulhos, Itaquaquecetuba, Poá, Suzano, Mogi das Cruzes, Biritiba Mirim, and Salesópolis. The works have been built by DAE. First step of investment: 377 million reais, 30% state government and 7% bid. Length 25 kilometers. Second step, length 11.3 kilometers. Third step, 38.7 kilometers. Parque Várzeas do Tietê, an extensive ecological area along the river that creates new opportunities of economic and social development for all the cities around. A park which shows how possible is to interfere positively and in an intelligent way in the course of Tietê River history. So, everyone who lives with Tietê today can let it exist in the future in its best meaning of a real river.